Hi, I'm Alicia Passanisi, and I know it's been a while since I've posted anything. I was gearing up for the Dallas Fan Expo, which happened the weekend before Father's Day, obviously in Dallas, and I did not take the time to record anything. I was making stuff left and right. No, honestly, a hot mess is what I was for 2-3 weeks. So I apologize. Missed you guys. I was even going to do videos there, but it's chaos. I don't even know why I think I can do that, because setting up for a show and getting the show, ready each morning and working it's a lot of work. It's a lot. I was interviewed by a couple of people, so that as soon as I find that, I will put the links. But I don't know, I'm terrible at this. I am that younger Gen X that should be more equipped with that technology, but technology hates me, honestly. Hates me. So, anyway, I digress. So we're going to get back to it. Yes, we are, with all the intentions. Yay! Okay, and today we're going to be working again with polymer clay. That is, like I've said before, what I am most known for now. I also do lots of other things, and I will hope to show you some of those random other really cool things that I can do. In the meantime, we are going to be making some polymer clay little duckies. I have this little ducky here, and the different accessories. And so from there, you can just use your techniques. What I try to teach people is the common sense of it, so they can unlock your own imagination, so that you can take what I am giving you and go forth with your own designs, with your own creations. It's just like when you're cooking, you don't want to just follow the recipe step by step by step. You want some passion in it. You want some of you in it. And so you got to learn those common sense basics. And that's what I hope to teach, is that, because then I get to see other people's expressions of themselves, which is truly art. So let's get to it. Okay, so I have in front of me some different things already done up to make it a little bit easier, a little bit faster. Okay, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this rubber ducky style duck and make some accessories. And so we're going to start off with that. Now, the base, many times I like to start with the base, which I have, if you can see, I have blended a sky blue, white, and Sculpey blue. Those are all Sculpeys. Blend and mix in such a way until you get this nice swirl pattern. You can roll it out, go through the machine. It is on the largest setting, 3 layers deep, okay? Because I like that nice solid base. That way when I put it in my cases, they're not going to crack and break when they're tacky taped in. This is years of experience talking. So I have this. This is my shape that fits perfectly in the case that I'm going to use. So just kind of move it around to where you like the swirls that are in there. Push through. Okay. And then you have this beautiful water base, because it's a ducky and it's floating. Okay. So I'll smooth that out. All right. Now we have our base. Also lost my baggies. Okay, so once we have our base cut, we'll put it in on a little piece of parchment paper to make it easier to move around so it doesn't stick to my craft mat in any form or fashion. All right, now to make him, we're going to take about 2-ounce package of our clay. going to start off with about half of it. I'm going to take the bigger chunk because it did not split in the middle. And we're going to soften it up and condition it. Okay. Get that going. Roll it. Now, yellow, like we've talked about before in some of the quick tips and stuff, you can see yellow will get all over your hands. So before you move on to another color, you'll want to take some of your oil, clean up your hands, wipe them off. Now, it will also pick up any kind of whatever you might have on your hands. So sometimes you got to go through this a couple of times to get your yellow nice and clean. And if it keeps happening, you can always take a wipe or some water, wet your hands, and that way there's less likely of a transfer. So pardon my noise while I get my wipe out. You can see, even just wiping off your hands, the yellow that's there. Okay. Not all colors will do this. All right, so I've got this kind of lump rock shape, and then from here going to make it a little more oval. I'm going to take my thumb, press the back and kind of to the point right here. Let's see. Okay, and this is going to be his little tail. Smooth it back to the other side. Smooth around. Use my fingers. Make the neck. Okay. You can kind of see this second ducky is a little skinnier. If you want, you can add more. You can redo it. You can, whatever size that you want to do. And you'll see it's kind of lumpy there. I don't know if you can see that. It's not great. So I like to take just the palm of my hand and gently kind of rub it across, and it'll actually smooth it out, make it a little shiny right there. Okay. And we get our shape that we want. Try to make sure that your neck and your tail are lined up, which they are not. So move one or the other over, because you don't want it looking like his tail is on his side. That's silly. That's crazy. Okay. And then when we're happy with that, we take our craft knife that I did not pull out ahead of time. Okay. So when we are happy with that, then we can take our knife and cut off. Be careful, it's very sharp. Okay, and cut off to about even it up as best we can. Okay. All right. Smooth him out, and we're going to take another chunk. We can set him down. Oh, look at what happened. You see that? So in my hand, it looked better, but sitting down looks like he's a little nosedive going on. So you may want to smush his tush. So that it is lower. Okay. And then build up by gently squeezing towards the front, and it'll build up that thickness there. I want you to know the hows so that you will know what you can do later. Right. Okay. I'll set him there. I'm going to take a piece of this left. Lord have mercy, I cannot cut it in the middle. There we go. So this is approximately about a ½ ounce, give or take. You're not going to weigh it out. You're not going to do that. You're going to go with your instinct. You're going to look and see, because you may want it a little bit smaller. You may want it a little bit bigger. You don't know. All right. So I like that. Now, he's not going to look like this. That's silly. So we've got it. We're going to carefully smush a little bit and then use our thumbs. It's easier if you don't have nails. The nails end up stabbing. And you're going to smooth it out. And place the head. Gently make sure it's in the right spot and shape it the way you want it. Now, if you have some imperfections in there, some things, and you don't want to take the time to clean it up, or it's just not working out, then you can figure out what accessories you're going to put on him or her, and use that to your advantage. Okay? Now, so I got my duck. And we're going to make his beak. Before we do any, oops, see, my nail just kind of gouged that one. We need to put his face on. All right? Because, oh Lord, see what happens? You got to be careful. Now it's all stuck in there. Don't blend that in, because it'll turn it actually this weird green color. I'm going to set that aside. Okay? With the black and the yellow. That's what that'll make. All right, so some of the things I'm going to do with these, like I want to make one into like tropical vacation duck, and the other one I'm thinking pirate. So because I'm going to do this one as the pirate, I don't necessarily want to put his little wings on yet, because I may want one of the wings forward, which means that the shape has to be there. So we'll wait on the wings on him until we get to that point in the accessories. Okay, so for now, we're going to put his face on. So I have some orange. It's the Just Orange, I believe. And it is rolled out of 1. And I'm going to take just regular circle cutter. This is in one of the basic sets that you can get. And I'm going to cut my circle. Now, this looks nothing like a beak. Fold it in half. Just a half circle, a little bit thicker. Okay, and then you're going to soften the edges, smush in the sides to elongate the bill a little bit, all right? But not at the ends. You still want this to come out and that to come out. Okay. Now, we have this kind of bill shape, right? Now, let me take him. I'm going to take him off his base. It's just easier. Lord. And then I'm going to drop him. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put that on, right? So, flatten and even that out. So from here, okay, that kind of looks right? All right, now, I'm going to take the sides and you're going to carefully kind of smush that down. Do the other side, so that the sides of the bill kind of come out and attach to the face, and it also makes a kind of a curved in shape for that. Now, I'm going to pinch, pinch, pinch to make the bill, make that bill shape. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe this. Just look, okay? Carefully go up, pinch, and pinch and smush and do until you get your bill shape. And I like to go in the middle. I do if it cooperates. If it don't cooperate, I don't like to do it. But anyway. Because bird beaks have that peak there at the top. Look at me. Look at me. I am just like, look, that looks nothing like what it's supposed to look like. It's okay. Honestly, came across this technique by accident. I was trying to put on a bill, like, why won't this work? And when I just put it on and then did that, it was absolutely perfect. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So trying to recreate that ever since has been interesting. So we there. I think we're better. Yay, we're better. All right. It does have some little, but I gotta, less is more, Alicia. Gotta stop. Stop messing with it. Okay. All right, set them back down. So for the eyeballs, we just did little ovals, right? And little black spots. You can do whatever you want to for the eyeballs, but that's what we're doing here. So remember, if you're going to add anything, some people add like glass beads and stuff, it needs to be bakeable. So as long as it's bakeable, use it. Don't use plastic googly eyes, because then that's just going to be a hot mess. It's going to melt everywhere. It's going to be terrible. Okay, so can't get that out of the case. I've got my piece of my straw because I like the size of that. And in my case, I have the size bigger and a size smaller, but not this size. So we're going to cut 2 out. Lord, why are things not cooperating today? All right. There we go. Okay, now, this is a little round. You can also kind of pinch your, where to put it? Pinch your straw to make an oval shape, but that doesn't always come out correctly. So, now, if I wanted more oval, this is just to make sure that they are the same size. So you have the same amount of clay going for each eyeball. If you're doing some wonky crazy one, then it don't matter. If I wanted it more oval, I could roll that up into a ball and then smush it on and make the oval shape. So if you want to do that, I think is what I did with that one. And just kind of smooth it, tap it. Don't push too much. Look at the attitude, the sass on his face. All right. Okay. And then I have some black that is rolled out. The white was rolled out to, I want to say it was to an 8. So you slowly one, you can skip one, like do the 1, then the 3, then 5. But once you get past 5, you'll want to go increments 6, 7, 8 until you get to the thinness, okay? Otherwise, it'll warp your clay, and then you have to start all over. So I have my thin one. It is rolled out to either an 8 or a 9. I don't remember. I did this yesterday. And I have slept since then. And I'm going to take a smaller one and cut out my 2 circles for my eyeballs. Super simple. Look at that. So easy. If they get distorted for any reason, picking them up or they get stuck, you can roll them in a ball and then stick them on there. And that way you don't have some wonky shape. What you do for one, you do for the other, if you want them even. See, look at him. Look at him looking at you. Look at that. All right. So we have our basic ducks pretty much done. We can go ahead and cut out. See, I don't do it in the right order anytime. It's never the same order. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the wings so that they're ready for when we do the accessories and stuff. So I'm just going to roll it out on a 1 over here on my machine. So that's on a 1. Okay, just makes it uniform and everything. You can use your rolling pin like we've talked about now. I have this egg-shaped cutter that I like to use because it's kind of wing shape and I do minimal adjustments. And again, it's about the amount of clay that I want to use, so it makes it even. Okay. And then for that, we're just going to set it aside because I don't know what shape I'm going to want these wings and what pose he's going to be in. So we're just setting that aside. Hey, okay, so there was a bit of a diversion for a minute there, but we're back and we have we've made our duck, and this is our first duck. See? Now we're going to add accessories, and he's going to be our little vacation ducky. So what I did was I rolled out the tan into about a 3, and then took the circle. You like fit it over the head. Yeah, that's a good size, so that's what it did. Boom. You take some of it and you sculpt the top of the hat. So you put it in the top of the hat. So I have a lot of background noise going on. I don't know what's happening. Okay, but so to make this the straw hat, so you want to make the little well, make it look like straw. So we're gonna take our tool and go around and try not to poke yourself, and just go around your circle. You can do that before putting that on there if you want to go all the way to the middle. Okay, so I've got that all textured and stuff. You see that? I'm going to put the little top part of it. You can also add your lines to the top part if you want. Around here, you know, make some little lines, whatever. You don't have to like cross hatch it if you want, you know, whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to make the band, and I have this is like a hazelnut color that was rolled out like we talked about. This is rolled out to about an 8. Lay it flat, smooth it down so it doesn't rumple. Got this little nifty little cutting tool, and we'll make 2 cuts that'll give me nice hat band width. Carefully pull that out. Okay, and then we're going to put this little hat band on our hat. Okay, so I've cut the hat band, you can see, and we're going to place it around the edge at the seam to kind of cover up that seam there. This is our little straw Panama hat for our little ducky. Okay, carefully put that on there like that. And then cut the extra. Okay, now flat hat, you see, I used to make them with the little hole in there so they'd sit on the head, so, and then realize, why am I going to do that? That's crazy. That's so time consuming when I can just chop off the head. Sounds a bit extreme, I know, but you can get it the angle that you want the hat to sit. Be careful because, you know, sharp tools. And you make this flat head. See it? Okay. And that way when you set the little hat on there, he's wearing it. Alright, so my ducky's on vacation. Line that up, see with the beak. You see that? Top of the hat and the beak. Okay, so he's on vacation. So I had cut out, transferred over here, out of some black that was done at a 1 or a 2, and just kind of cut this little shape for sunglasses. So, yes, I did his eyeballs, but you'll still kind of see the eyeballs in there. And yes, you could put the sunglasses on before putting the hat on, but his hat isn't really attached, so I can take that off. You fold at the little side hinges. Okay. Make sure it's even-ish. And then you'll want to kind of smooth that onto the face just so there's another contact point so it doesn't just fall off. Okay. And then smooth out whatever you need to smooth out. Boom! Sunglasses. Alright. I'm going to put his little hat back on him. Okay. And now I want to put a lei around him, which are little flowers. So that's why I have all these colors out here. And to do that, I have them rolled at, which I gotta remember, 4, 5, however thin really you want. You want them kind of on the thin side, but not too terribly thin. Okay, you'll take something that you can cut a little circle with, so the ends of these have a nice round thing to it, and we're going to cut out the little petals for our flowers. So just like a whole bunch of those in these different colors. You'll need about 4 per flower given the size. I'm just going to show a couple of them so you get the idea. Okay. Peel them out. Now, roll. You'll make them into like a teardrop shape. Boom, boom, like that. Put the 4 together. Well, that's easier said than done. If you want to add a 5th one, you can. So you got that. Thought I had the right tools out. I almost pulled this one out. Okay. Smush in the middle. See? I got it on the end. And then for the lei, it's a necklace, so it'll go somewhere around there. Kind of twist and smush. There's a pink one we'll do real quick. Same procedure. Now, there we go. All right. Come on. Okay. And got a couple, and you'll repeat just whatever colors you want, whatever pattern you want, all the way around, and to make your lei. Okay, so I've got, oh, the crumple of the paper is kind of loud. So I got my little flowers done, and what I had done was also a thinner thing of green. I made smaller circles and rolled those the teardrop shape, and then took my tool and pushed them in to make little leaves around. And hibiscus usually doesn't have this in the center, but I wanted to break up the petals and stuff, and it wasn't getting too fancy like getting actual the look of hibiscus, so it's close. So I took some of this yellow orange that is a blend, made some smaller little balls and put them in the center of the flowers. Just kind of adds a little extra to it. So there you go. I have my little vacation ducky here, ready to go to the beach. Now, the other duck that we had made, we're going to do something different with. So let me wipe off the yellow. That kind of, when it gets on your hands, it gets everywhere. So you just take your baby wipe and wipe off some of those colors that tend to have a mind of their own and get everywhere. So it's an important thing just to make your figure look more polished and finished. So there we go. He's ready to bake.